In this lecture, we learn about Ohm's law. Ohm's law was given by George Siemens Ohm. It stated the current density in a conductor depends on the electric field intensity. So, what is conductor? Conductors are those materials which allow the flow of electricity. Before understanding this, you must be aware of current density and electric field intensity. Okay, see. What is a current density? Current density is equal to current by area. Okay. Current density is the flow of current per unit area. It is denoted by J and it is a vector quantity. That's why I put a arrow symbol on J. Is equal to I by A. Now what is electric field intensity? Electric field intensity says that every charge creates an electric field in the space around itself. Okay? हम जानते हैं कि हर एक चार्ज है वो अपने आसपास के एरिया में एक इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड क्रिएट करता है. ओके, सो इंटेंसिटी ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ड्यू टू पॉइंट चार्ज इज गिवन बाय फोर्स पर टेस्ट चार्ज. E is equal to F by Q naught. We didn't discuss too much about this because it is already learned by you in your plus 2 class. Okay, so we take a rough idea. Okay, how a charge create an electric field? Let me tell you. Suppose I have a plus Q charge. For creating an electric field, we put a test charge which is always positive and represented like that, Q naught. As you know, same charges repel each other. That means it create a force in this direction. Okay, these are the radially outwards. For positive charge, the electric fields are radially outwards. And for negative charge, as you know, negative and positive attract each other. That's why for negative charge, electric fields form like this, radially inward. Okay. Now see the definition. The current density in a conductor depends on the electric field intensity. I take a conductor of area A in which current is flowing in the presence of electric field intensity, and V is the potential difference across the end of the conductor. Okay, from the definition, you must be know that current density is linearly proportional to the electric field intensity. When we remove the symbol of proportionality, we take sigma as a constant, that is conductivity. As we know, J is equal to sigma E and J must be equal to I by A from the previous definitions. So we write that I by A is equal to sigma E. Must remember it is the first form of Ohm's law. Yeah, you can say point or microscopic form. I by A is equal to sigma E. From here I can write I by A is equal to sigma, that is conductivity is the reciprocal of resistivity or specific resistance, and E is equal to V by L. V is the potential difference and L is the length of the conductor. That must be you know because you studied this formula in your electrostatic unit of plus 2 class. Okay, from here V is equal to rho L by A into I. Okay, let rho L by A is equal to R. Thus R is equal to rho L by A. I think you came to know from where we get this formula. Thus V is equal to IR, which you must be aware of, okay, which is known as second form. Thus Ohm's law can be stated as the potential difference across the end of the conductor is directly proportional to the current flowing through the conductor, keeping all the physical conditions constant. Okay, like temperature, physical conditions like temperature, these must be constant. Okay, from here I is equal to 1 by R into V. 1 by R is also written as GV. Okay, this is the third form of Ohm's law. From this concept, I give you a numerical. See, this is the IV graph. IV graph is known as characteristics graph. Okay, there are the two slopes, slope 1 and slope 2. My question is, R1 is greater than R2, R2 is greater than R1. Slope 1 is for, as you say, for 1, R1. Okay. Before solving this question, let me help you. V is equal to IR. Okay. I is equal to 1 by R into V. As you know, straight line of equation is equal to Y is equal to mx plus C. C is the intercept on y-axis. Here C is equal to 0. M is equal to 1 by R. What is M? M is slope. Okay. Now think about the answer. See. Slope 1 is greater than slope 2, as you see from the diagram. Slope is equal to 1 by R. That is 1 by R1 is greater than 1 by R2. Hence R2 is greater than R1. Thus our correct answer is option number B. If you have any doubt regarding to Ohm's law, then ask me in comment section. Okay, before ending the video, I give you a homework. Let's find the limitation of Ohm's law and what is ohmic and non-ohmic conductor.